My name is Deepti. Welcome to my channel, a place where you can learn at your own pace. So, today's video is all about the speaking section. There are 5 common mistakes that we as students commit in the speaking section, and these 5 mistakes we are going to highlight in today's video, and we are going to understand how we can avoid these mistakes. So, let's start. The first mistake is to repeat a word time and again, or to use crutch words to buy time to think about the topic. When I say repeat the words time and again, it actually means I, in my opinion, or maybe you would you are saying and so. So this is how we repeat a word a number of times, and thereby it does not give a very good impression. So when you repeat these words multiple times, the examiner may feel that you are not fluent, you are not confident, you are not prepared for the answer, or you don't know the answer altogether. So either ways, you should avoid using a word a number of times. Crutch words. When I say crutch words, I mean words that we use in our communication, but they don't have any meaning or they don't add value to our content. For example, there are people who use the word you know multiple times, or particularly, or actually. So some of these words are crutch words which we should avoid using. Crutch words are like words that you're taking support of, but actually they do not enrich your content or they do not add value to the content that you are delivering. So while speaking, avoid these errors. No repetition of words to buy time to think, and no use of crutch words. The second thing that we should be very careful about is our pronunciation. Yes, to have a neutral pronunciation, the correct pronunciation of words is very important. For that, we also need to understand what are different syllables in a word, and based on that, our pronunciation should be clear and appropriate. For example, let us look at a few words here. The word psychology, as many people call it, psychology, that's wrong pronunciation. It is a 2-syllable word. So you say psychology. Psy, 1 syllable, ecology, the 2nd syllable. So you should say psychology. So psychology is a subject. Then there is a profession known as photography. Many of us mispronounce it. We say photography. Photography is not the right pronunciation. The correct pronunciation is photography. 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 Practice these words. Similarly, it is not government. That's correct. That's incorrect pronunciation. The correct pronunciation is government. So this is a 3-syllable word. Government. Government. Similarly, day of the week. It is not Wednesday. It is Wednesday. So these are a few words which we frequently mispronounce. To add a few more, the name of the disease is not dengue, it is dengue. When you bury somebody after they die, it is actually bury. You don't say bury the dead body. That's a wrong way of putting it. So these are a few words that I have just brought to your notice. There are few others which you should understand, and for that you may need a trainer sometimes to help you highlight which words you are mispronouncing and which words you should pay more attention to. The third part is grammar. Now you need many aspects of grammar that should be brushed up, and you should speak correct grammar. Like you should be able to construct simple as well as complex sentences. You should use the correct tense, correct prepositions, correct pronouns, and also correct adjectives and adverbs. So for this you need practice with grammar. For grammar practice, you can also visit my community page, and every day you find a quiz question there which you can attempt. The next day I post answers, so you can check out if your answers are correct or incorrect. If your answers are correct, wonderful. If they are incorrect, you know that it is time to brush up your grammar skills. So feel free to ask questions on my community page. If you need help with any specific aspect of grammar, reach out to me. I will post a tutorial based on your need. So grammar is something which will get you 25% of your band score in IELTS speaking as well as writing. So please pay a lot of attention to correct grammar. Avoid answering in yes or no. Very bad habit. So when an examiner asks you a question, just don't say yes or no. Always speak in complete sentences. That is extremely important that you speak in complete sentences. Show interest in communication. It should seem like you are responding to examiner's query properly. Speak in 2 to 3 sentences. Always add a reason why. For example, if the examiner asks you, what is your favorite season? You should say, my favorite season is winters, because in winters I get to flaunt my jackets and a lot of scarves that I have, which always lie hidden in the closet, because in India we hardly have winters. Also, you get to eat such yummy dishes during winters. That is another reason why I love this weather. So, show interest. Smile when you're talking to the examiner in between. That would make you look confident. The last tip for today is stick to the topic. Do not go astray. Do not move beyond the topic, beyond the scope of the topic. If you are not answering what is asked, you lose marks for relevance. Your answer is irrelevant to the question. Why should the examiner give you marks? So if the examiner asks you, what is your favorite season? So instead of saying, my favorite season is winters, but I really don't like summers because during summers it is very hot and sultry. This is not the correct answer. The examiner did not ask you which season you don't like and why you didn't like it. So don't just fill up answers without understanding the question. If you think you have not understood the question properly in the first go, it is okay to ask the examiner for more clarification, or it is even okay to ask the examiner to repeat the question. That is absolutely fine. But giving irrelevant answers is going to get you into trouble. So just avoid doing that. So I hope these tips will help you achieve a great band in your speaking test. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the notification bell. So every day you get a quiz, and every time I post a new video, you get an update for that. Also, like my video if you find the information useful, and also share it with your friends who are preparing for the exam. Happy learning. Keep evolving. If you're interested in taking online classes, one-to-one sessions, you can contact me on Instagram or Facebook.